Alright guys, appreciate all you guys being here. We're going to wait a few more minutes to get this overtime Q&A stream started, and then we'll be good to go. Appreciate all you guys being here on this Thursday night. Appreciate all you guys if you were here for the Rays-Blue Jays game earlier, which the Rays won by a final score of 8-3. And now we are going to be doing this Q&A overtime stream. I really appreciate all you guys being here. Just going to give it a few more moments, and then I'll explain the rules of the stream, wait for some more people to get in, and then we'll be good to go. So appreciate all you guys being here for this one, and we will see what happens here. Yep, got a haircut in between the games. Got a haircut in between the streams. Had to get one. It was time. It was time. So appreciate you noticing. Appreciate you tuning in, David, as always. So, if you've never been to one of these OT streams before, how it works is like this. There's really, yes, how's it going, Kevin? There's really no rules. There's really no rules in terms of structure or anything. I've got no idea where this is going to go. So, cold stance was not flexed out. Was not able to. Back then, flexing could not occur in the first half of the season. Back then, that's why they changed the rules that flexing could occur first half of the season. Because back then, it was only the second half of the season. First half, it couldn't, it wasn't allowed. That was the impetus to changing the rules. That was where the NFL realized, okay, maybe we should have some options to flex out in the first half of the season, because back then they didn't have it. How's it going, Jason? So, appreciate you tuning in. This is an overtime stream, so how this works, we put 10 minutes on the clock. Every donation increases the time we're on stream. Once that clock hits 0, that is the end of the stream. But every donation increases the time we're on stream, and I will do anything you want me to. You see what it takes to get in the queue. I will watch any video you want me to. I'll react to anything, any audio you want, any ChatGPT requests, any tier lists, anything like that. You see what it takes to get in, and I will do just that. I should also note that if anyone donates $50, I will do any song clicked on that link above. Tonight is live band karaoke, so I sing with a live band tonight. Yeah, now week 6 yours. Yep. Or I think it's week 5. I think it's actually week 5. But I will sing any song in front of a live band, or with a live band, I should say. Any song out there, I will sing on that list. $50 or more by any one person. You can request the song. No limitations on that whatsoever. So I'm going to start this clock, and let's get this OT stream started again. There's no end time to this stream, besides like 3 hours, because obviously I got to get down to do the karaoke thing. But there's no set time limit besides that. And if we do reach that for whatever crazy reason, it's never happened, but if we do reach that, we'll just do a run over to a different stream. I don't know when the next time I'm going to be streaming after this is, so I'll definitely be streaming Sunday. Friday, Saturday is up in the air. I don't know what the game plan is just yet, because I'm going back to New York for a little bit to celebrate my sister's graduation. So appreciate all you guys tuning in for this overtime stream. Let's get this thing underway. And any song requests, any ChatGPTs, is I Like Cartoons? Oh, you know it. Yes, I Like Cartoons is on that list. Yes, the band is very well versed with that song. And by that I mean they absolutely are not, and I do not want to subject them to that. That is not on that list. That is not on the list. But there's some good ones on there. There's some good ones on that list. So appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one, as we are hopefully going to have a video out tomorrow. No promises on that. It depends entirely on just how I'm feeling, because again, we got flight, but worst case it just comes out on Saturday, so just keep that in mind. Again, every donation increases time we're on the stream. Once that clock hits 0, that's the end of the stream, and there is no set time limit. This could be a 10-minute stream, this could be a 3-hour long stream. There is no set time limit whatsoever, as we are in this overtime period. So appreciate all you guys being here for this one. And yeah, there's no games that we're doing today. No games that we're doing today. Afterwards, May through another. So good for you, man. Good for you. Got to start somewhere. Got to start somewhere. Got to start somewhere, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. Do I pay for the haircuts? No, I pay for them. I pay for them. How's it going, Steve? Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you. You know, I pay for it. Just get a 2 all the way around. Just get a number 2. I pay for all my cuts. I wish I knew how to do it myself. Most recently, I found a potential conflict in the Rays and Buccaneers. Rays play at Steinbrenner Field. The Bucks play at 1. How close are the two stadiums? Do they share the same lot? If they don't share the same lot, it's not a huge deal. I'm not I think that's okay. I mean, it's not a, like, the Jaguars have the same thing with the Jumbo Shrimp. Yeah, that's a different parking lot. It's a different parking lot with Steinbrenner Field. So that's okay. And it's only a 10,000 seat stadium, so it's not the end of the world with that. Right, the venues are close. Yeah, but it's not the same lot. It'll be a traffic nightmare, but yeah, I got number 2. Mike with a 2, return to hangar. All right. Put you on the Pirates game. Appreciate you, man. Ever produce a video on the 89 Steelers? Oh, yeah. That is going to be my magnum opus. I don't know when it's going to happen. It's going to be... But I've been thinking about an 89 Steelers vid for a while. That's why I haven't done any videos on the 89 Steelers. Because I have a plan in mind with that. And I have no idea when it's going to happen, if it's going to happen. But hopefully one of these days. Because it's going to be a doozy. I've had it in mind for a while. So, appreciate you. All right. Return to hangar. And Michael in the 5 when donating because his diamonds. Oh, that's a long one. Oh, boy. All right. Let's get return to hangar in there. Don't know why YouTube is not loading. And Joe the Tour. Person's going Shark Tank. All right. Start 15-18. All right. So we're going to do the second half of that one. Appreciate you guys. Which kids did you want, Joe? I forget which one you wanted. Forget which one you want. I'll get you on the call for. Appreciate you, man. You want Mets Red Sox? All right, get you on Mets Red Sox. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Joe. Get you on there. We're at 132 on that now. And now you make the call. It's going to close on Sunday. So it's a long you make the call. It's a long one. What's my favorite team? All right, that's easy enough then. And then Michael and the 2 are St. Anger. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Tell what's someone on your video today who doesn't seem to get division games are important to the NFL? Oh, God. I haven't seen the comments on... Like, I haven't seen too many comments on that vid yet. So... Check them out later today. That's going to be... You kind of need division games. You kind of need division games. New haircut? Yep. New haircut. New haircut. Oh, boy. St. Anger, baby. You knew it's coming. You knew it was coming. This is going to be interesting. I'm excited, though. I'm excited to see just how insane it gets. And we are in the overtime. This is the overtime stream. So you see what it takes to get in the queue. I will react to anything. I'll just talk, answer all your questions. And actual score update 1-1. 1-1 McCain's game. Got that one on. I love the dueling guitars in this album. There's so many dueling guitar solos in this one. Which I really enjoy. You gotta space out? Yep. Gotta space out St. Anger with other stuff? I get it. Oh. Oh, this riff is sick. Oh. Was capitalism happy? We'll see. It's not looking good right now for them. Not looking good. It was a goal that was offside. Right, what's happening to similar teams? I can understand that. I can definitely understand that. This is like 2 straight songs now that they don't do a third chorus. They just end it on a guitar solo. Yeah, they're not. It's not going to work. Noon kickoffs for Ohio State. Because here's the problem with that. First off, why? Second off, the Michigan game is always at noon. Like, that's tradition. So that's not serious. It could be Bull Cole a sweep. Ooh. That is bold. I think the Cubs will falter at some point in that one. So I'm going to go Cubs 6-2-3. Kelly with the tour. Get you on the Sox team. Smells like Teen Spirit. Never heard that song. Never heard that song in my life. That song is on the list, actually. That song is on the list for a You Make the Call. And Connor, or not You Make the Call, the Live Band Karaoke. And then Connor with the tour. Mr. Filter 2000, Mr. Funnelhead. All right, we'll do that. Appreciate you, man. 4 more bucks going in the Red Sox game. Everything Michigan Ohio State's prime time game? Nope, never gonna happen. They'll never allow it. The lowest it's ever been is 330 in 06, and there was a lot of controversy about that. There's a lot of controversy about that. You gotta do a Seattle song? You gotta. Why not? Gotta do a Seattle song. It's a long spoken part here. And it's a 9-minute song. So we donate $5. Yeah, prize at Michigan Ohio State. It's never going to happen. That would be cool. But I get why it's never going to happen. Yeah, games in noon, so just get out of the way. Yep. Why the Rockies contracted after losing 4-0 Pirates. I mean, they won the next game. Ohio State Michigan moved up to 3:30 because that was basically a winner goes to the championship. That was like one of the biggest games ever. Winner goes to the championship. ABC won it in prime time. Or not prime time, but 3:30. There was a lot of outrage about that, though. Where the Colts apologized for the schedule release, yes. Which, it just, we've gotten way too soft. And that joke was funny. Even Tyreek had no problem with the joke. Why are we getting offended on other people's behalves? Daytona and Indy should be at night as well. I don't know on that. Sword Shock Dolphins Panthers schedule home game the week the race in Charlotte. But the race is 3-0 Panthers at 1. So that should be okay. Yeah, that is odd. Because that is obviously a big week in Charlotte. That's already a traffic nightmare on game days. I know friends that live in Charlotte. Yeah, Monaco after dark, that'd be cool. Indy at night would also be cool. Whew. Yeah, Packers crime about the schedule was insane. The Packers crime about the schedule is one of the dumbest controversies I've seen, because literally they were upset that they played home games. Yeah, but you know, you know. If you know, you know on that one. Well, here we go. Now it's picking up. Everybody did with it just to make Ohio State Michigan standalone? No. No, that will never happen. Any traffic leaving in summer, think I'm out driving this year? That helps. Right, Indy's always run at noon. It's always run at noon. You can't mess with it. The only time whenever you run at night is if there's a rain delay. I don't know why I wouldn't drive on that road. All right, part 2 of the song. Here we go. Watching play the Big Ten, it can be 500 can be at night. Yeah, we kind of scrapped tradition in college football. That is true. It doesn't even have lights right now. So has there ever been a time where they had to like spread the race out over 2 days? Like, what happens if the rain delay? Right, well, the Orioles, that's not an issue. The Orioles one's not an issue. Not even because they suck this year. The Orioles game The Ravens game is at 1 o'clock Eastern time, so it wouldn't be a problem. The problem is that with the Mariners, you're not going to play the game at 10 o'clock local time, so that's the issue. Like Orioles, theoretically, you can play that game at night. You can play that game at night, the Orioles game. You can clear out the lot. They've done it before. There's 195 with a 400, almost 50 call for darkness. Oh wow, I did not know that. Randomly, it starts rotating around the sun. Never run a night race and break our 400 and 500 ever in the history of any motor. That is impressive. That is actually kind of impressive. Fact or fiction? How's it going, fair? The United States sports calendar is too overcrowded. I would say fact. Because summertime, there's nothing besides baseball. And then there are certain times where you have everything happening at once. My doubleheader will probably start at 15, even the game is listed at 10. I could see that. Hopefully that's what it is. Because it's going to be a nightmare. It's like they didn't realize the games take longer than 3 hours to play. Especially for the national commercials. It was kind of enough and thankfully minimal interruption, so I got going. Yeah, I did not know about that. Why do guys, fans of the same guys over and over again? It's more the casual fans. Because it's easier to attach to, like, if you don't pay attention, you know, oh, I know this guy. The diehard fans don't. Like, the diehard fans did not want to see Curry LeBron a 4th straight year. They didn't want to see that. Because they knew what was going to happen. The casual fans did. That's why the ratings were through the roof when Cavs Warriors was, because familiarity. That's why ratings are higher for a lot of those teams and not teams that come out of nowhere, because there's no familiarity. Yeah, 80. I think it was 88 for the Cubs. I think the first one was 88, but then got rained out. The Cubs team got rained out. I think 88 was the first one. That's crazy. Literally 84, they were going to play the World Series either Comiskey or Busch Stadium if they made it, which is just insane to me. Think about that. Oh, in Boston? Oh, that, yeah. You know, if it's time to move on, it's time to move on. September and February can get you at least 3 and sometimes all for motorsports. Yep. I mean, there is a period where it just gets insane. There is a period where it gets ridiculous. Okay, let's go 40 on that. Oh yeah, the same coaches, yeah. I don't know why people want retreads. I don't get it. I mean, there's certain things that I get wanting retreads, but it's like in basketball and hockey, it's like you get one job, you get another 5. Tigers would have home field advantage, they would play the games this afternoon at Wrigley. I could have seen that, yeah. I could have seen that. That would have been a crazy controversy. But being Bears fan, unfortunately I don't. I wish I did. Otherwise I would have put one out by now. I wish I did. That's a fade out ending? Yep, fade out ending. That was like it was like parts 1 and 3 are the same, and then part 2 is just a banger. And then that was good though. That was good. Had a car get 85. They third move Comiskey or Busch. Okay, so that was the year they would have done it. Yeah, AL West so far, besides the Angels, it's actually pretty good. I'm not sure there's a dominant team in that division, but 1 through 4 are right in it. Just trying to sell my Rocky tickets. Give me a second because I'm not going to be at the games. So to put them on the marketplace. There we go. All right, let's see. We got Soldier Field. How did it even work? I mean, I guess there was more room on the sideline, but how did that even work? Fall winner is basically something by the Last of Us Pulse. Yep. All right, presence on Shark Tank. The second part of this one. Here comes Bush. And you see what you see what it takes to get in? You see what it takes to get in the queue? Appreciate you guys. Right, someone else central, yep. You know, he's probably not gonna make changes at this stage. Right, they found video from game 1 when he was just a regular gold guy. It's so funny. He's literally just a random dude from Chicago who loves the White Sox and pizza. It's great. Oh, yeah, conspiracy. Keller with a 5. Appreciate you, man. Little Princess CW Peppa Pig. A 10. Golden State's inaugural game. Oh, boy. Let's go. Let's go. Appreciate it. All right, now here comes Biden and Bush with the pitch. Again, we're watching presidents go on Shark Tank with this one. Just the girls for this one. I mean, to expand. I think they're going to go third, too. They got to figure out the A's and Rays situation first. They got to figure out the A's and the Rays. Corey with a 5. Which game do you want me to do? I'll get you in the call. When He Loved Me by Audrey Werner. I know When She Loved Me from Toy Story 2. I don't know that one. Appreciate you. Which game do you want me to do? I'll get you on the call for it, man. Thank you so much. Put it in the queue. Same versus NFL. I would probably guess no on that one. I think it's gonna be 2 divisions in each league of 8 teams. Risk Rusher 70 expands? Ooh. Salt Lake. And I don't know where else. Salt Lake and Hawaii. Yoda Sprite ice cream? It's worth $10 million. Corey with a 2. Mets versus Red Sox. Right, easy enough. Appreciate you, man. Get you on the call for that. Can't do Salt Lake. Oh, yeah, not counting Salt Lake. Oh, where does she expand? Maybe Hawaii and Alaska. Well, Taylor Swift, she lives, well, I mean, Philly, Nashville, yeah, Tennessee, yeah. Maybe Tennessee. Maybe Tennessee, then. How's it going? Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you being here for this OT stream. Should always be a gold mine if a big enough sports have FIFA World Cup and Summer Olympic Games played. I'm with you there. Though, part of it, like, summer things, because, like, there's nothing on TV in the summer. A lot of people are outside. A lot of people are away, vacationing around that time. But I think it could work. It absolutely could work. Cal with a 5. Commissioner 7 expands Major League Baseball to Nashville and Hawaii. Let's go. Let's go. Play baseball the combo. I did not know that. What on earth was the layout there? Most recent movie I've seen? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what most recent movie I've seen. That one looks good. That one looks good, World Chris, dude. Again, I just think it's going to be 4 divisions of 8 teams each. Show is so longer. Oh, Mark's making an offer. Oh, boy. Mark's making an offer. Caleb Pro career role with Kate Morgan drafted. I mean, she elevated everyone around her. NBA with 32, it's with Seattle and Vegas. I mean, that's a good offer by Kevin. I'd take it. How's it going, Zippy? Appreciate you tuning in. How many viewers got to a single JG9 stream? I don't know how long this one's going to go. I go 2 an hour. Go 4. I'm going to go 4. 50 minutes. Whoa, buying the entire business? Yeah, 50 million. I would take that. You're on 2. All right. Gonna give him 5%. Ooh, Michael with a 5er. Oh boy, something with the Dolphins. Something with the Dolphins. Oh boy. Appreciate you, man. Good start. Oh man. Better Clean Clock teammate. I think Martin was a better teammate. Took the offer. Wait, what? So Twister, that was also. I don't know the last one I've seen. Yeah, they close. Can they back out the deal? They backed out the deal because it kept rambling. Bears play the Jaguars week 1 twice before. Yep, 03 and 15. Both times they did it. The women's team game promise because now the country's scared. Yep. Yep, that's what I'm worried about going forward is that the rest of the world's catching up. Title IX helped the USA a lot, and now other countries are realizing, oh, there's a lot of money to be made in women's football, and yeah. Steve Harvey is upset about that. Oh, man. That was good. That was a good plot. All right. Next up, Saint Anger. Oh, boy. I'm scared. I am terrified. It's the official music video. Oh my god, that tin! What the... Amphibian with the 5, which skin do you want to get you in the call for it? What is with that drum? It's just incessant. It's like a trash can. You were not right on that. TV right now is the Caps game. Actually, we'll probably wear. Can make some more episodes. Got some ideas to trade on. Ooh, nice. That in my area, nice. 911 prank caller pretends to be Schwarzenegger by KOT and Bad Children Mario. Alright. You want pirates, alright. What the heck is this? How's it going, Drinks for Life? Is it Kentucky? HBU? How's it going, man? How is it going? Oh, God. The drum is so bad in this. The tin's not even, like, in beat. It's, like, on the offbeat. It's not even, like, remotely... You Got the program with the beer bones. There you go. There it is. I had a feeling Drinks for Life. Nuggets have early 30-20. I think they win this one. It's not remotely unbeat. Mets have a commanding lead. Yep, they have a duo commanding lead. I mean, they're from New York, so I don't think they would let it. They would. I think they would go Mets on that one. I think he would be okay, even if it were to happen. Oh boy. The drum. It's like they don't know. It's like they don't know what they want this song to be. They don't know what. There's like fragments of ideas here. It's like the last song. There's fragments. This song is so bad. How, like, I don't know what they're trying to go for here. I really don't know what they're trying to go for. My God. Like you can't do the offbeat thing on that. Oh wait, Schrager's in his afternoon show? I'm not crazy about kissing around the horn, but Schrager's good. I got not the bad shit about Schrager. I did not hear that. I did not hear that. Oh, they're considering. Oh, but all sports? Oh, I'm not sure that would work. Does he know about all sports, or is it just football? I don't know. Knicks Celtics game 6. I mean, the issue for the Celtics have been choking games, but they got on as a commanding lead all 5 games, so I don't see why this one would be any different. Pierce Schrager getting his own show. I mean, I like Schrager a lot, but I don't know if all sports would work. I'm not sure how much he knows. No, PTS is going to stay at 5:30. They're not going to move. They're not going to do an hour long. You know, I know Tatum's out. I know that. But game 5, he didn't play, and they won by 25. Oh, Jesus, this song. It's just chaos. The song is just chaos. That's the only way to describe it. Unorganized chaos. Versus something instead about a future. I'm shocked. What's the place around the horn? Well, Kuja said it could be a Peter Schrager show. They got to figure something out. It would make no sense why you would can that show, which was pretty cheap to produce. Thoughts on banning people? I'm fine with Schuler's show, not okay with Pete Rose. Streaming the finals? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I don't know. Yeah, I'm with you there. If the Knicks lose 6, I don't think they win the series. Wow, that sucked. That song absolutely sucked. This whole album's gonna be painful. I'm excited for it though. Alright, Smells Like Teen Spirit by this underground group that I've never heard of. Apparently the song has like 2.4 billion views on Spotify. Really? I've never heard it before. No, of course I know this song. This song is an all-time classic. One of the greatest songs ever. Best and worst Ultimate Afternoon Show. Best PTI in its heyday. Worst, oh god. The worst one, I did not like Highly Questionable. I did not like Highly Questionable at all. Not gonna release the schedule yet for the NHL. Not yet. Highly Questionable sucked. Maybe I didn't get the show, but there was no analysis. The comedy fell flat. There was nothing good about it. There was nothing good about that. Wyoming and Akron, I don't think they're going to be good next year. 4 wins each. Maybe even worse than that. Max of 4 games. I don't even know if Leopard's dad was good on that show. I don't even know. It's not a Leopard guy in general. Now, Around the Horn was good. Around the Horn I liked a lot. Around the Horn, because there was actual analysis there, and you could argue like different points and whatnot. It will always be Dan and Poppy making the same point. There was never any like debate. At least Around the Horn, there was structured debate. PTI, structured debate. Highly questionable, no structured debate, or they agree with each other. And the show, it just fell flat. Rich Eisen show and Dan Patrick's show. Oh. I'm going Rich Eisen show on that one. I'm going Rich Eisen. Comedy Central starting to air a lot of Family Guy. A lot of these cable channels are now airing just 3 shows. It's like True TV's the Impractical Jokers channel. Comedy Central is The Office, South Park, Family Guy. PTI goes hour long. I'm going to say fiction. I think at this stage, Wilbon and Courthouse are barely on as it is. They don't want to work double. Why do they want to work double? They're barely on the show as it is anymore. The amount of off days they take, that's like the dream. At this point, if you watch PTI, they're on like you've got like a 10% chance you're actually going to catch Wilbon and Kornheiser on the same day. If it's not after football, if it's not a Monday during football season, there's like a 10% chance. If they're outside the U.S., yep, they are. Up Close to Firestone, I've never heard that show. And even at some point, I gotta go at some point. Up Close with Roy Fire. I've never heard of that show. PTS Fatality. I'm gonna say fiction. I mean, that's again, it's a cheap show to produce. It like even cheaper than Around the Horn because you only need 2 people. I don't think so. Right, that sounds at least multiple. Yep, I'm with you there. I've never heard of that one. Well, Jim Rome's ESPN2 show. That was a weird one. It's kind of boring. Jim Rome, it's weird because like you don't expect Jim Rome to be boring, but that show was kind of boring. How come Wilbon's not in the studio anymore? Because, well, Wilbon, he's out in Arizona, and he's not coming back to the Northeast. Just a picture? All right, check it out. Jags season. I'm going to say 6-11. Raiders, same thing. God. This song gets you every time. Again, $50 if I had one person, I'll sing any song on that list. And Smells Like Teen Spirit is on this list. I'm thinking of Rome is Burning. Oh, okay. Yep, I'm thinking of that one. Yeah, that one was boring. Jim Rome's ESPN2. I don't remember that one. But that was the one with Chris Everett, right? Right, Chris instead of Jim. Come on, football with ESPN2. If they buy NFL Network, fact. Remember this guy called JG9? No, never heard of him. NFL should play a game in Egypt. Fiction on that. Fiction, not yet. If they go to Africa, it's gonna be Nigeria first. All right, great song. Great song. All right, next up, Mr. Filter, 2000. By Mr. Funnelhead. What the heck is this? No, I haven't heard a lot about Roy Firestone. What the heck is this commercial for? Is that the voice of Cool Cat? Was it the voice? No, that's not the voice. What the heck? Okay. Yeah, no, I know who he is. Yes, I know who he is. Bears finished season with a winning record and make the postseason. Fiction so far. FFS? Oh, nice. Does an oil filter head really need a mascot? Wow. Does one like that really need a mascot? I mean, that's the most early 2000s thing I've seen. In terms of the music and the camera angles and just the gray colors. It's a local PSA that everybody can back in the day. I've never seen that before. Never heard of it. John's the best head coach for the Bears since Dick. It's not a high bar. How's it going? Williams, welcome to the chat. UNLV or NC State? Who's better? UNLV. UNLV. Yeah, I don't know why they can't the draft. I don't know why. I get to some extent, but it sucks. All right, When He Loved Me by Audrey Werner. Just a cover of. Oh, okay. This is one of the saddest songs ever written. I've never heard this cover before. The most successful Grizz man was Little from what Super Bowl? I'm guessing it had to be 40 because it's on ABC. All right, it's got to be 40. Let's see if Jones fact on that. Cheap sheets didn't say a whole lot of cheap seats. That was fun. Toughest schedule, Giants. I mean, this song is so beautiful. Correct? All right, there we go. Oh, the harmonies on this are great. The harmonies on this are phenomenal. So Mom, I mean, because I knew 37 it wasn't. So it could only be one. Worst ACC team right now? Might be FSU. It might be FSU right now. I don't like Castellanos at quarterback. I could go Stanford. I'd probably go Stanford, actually. Right, for best talent, it's not good. Basketball, football? Football. But to call basketball. Basketball. So much fun to call. Panthers, Rams, Seahawks sweep one of time, split the other in the Jets. I could see that. I could see that. You know, I'm not high on Darnold. His pocket presence is so bad. Best team in the SEC for football right now? I would probably say... I would say Texas right now. The harmonies of this are amazing. And this is the greatest song Randy Newman ever wrote, and this is one of the best songs in Disney history. I mean, this song is just heart-wrenching. I mean, this is one of the saddest non-death scenes in any movie ever. There's a sport I don't like. Test cricket? Not T20. Test cricket. Dressage. I would say also breakdancing. When She Loved Me. But this is the cover by When He Would Love Me. It's a great, great song. All right, 9-1 prank caller. Pretends to be... Can't see in football? No. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, boy. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, that's a crime. That's a crime to prank call 911. I'm confused why you would post the crime on your YouTube channel. Just make it easier. Why was there 30 for 30 on the Big East? Because the rise and fall was fascinating. Because the Big East was massive and then football destroyed it. And lost all the rivalries. And remember, at the time the Big East documentary was made, there was no Big East. The Big East had basically ceased to exist to some extent. I mean, now it's on fine footing. But it used to be one of the biggest conferences out there. That just became just basketball. I don't know. Oh, God. Call 911 because his mother refused to make a PPJ? Yep, that's a crime. Oh, he's gonna soundboard? That's not even... Oh, it sounded like a voice impersonation. It's literally just a... Oh, God. Yeah, well, that's illegal. That's very illegal. God. Okay, hopefully they found this person, because obviously this is illegal. Well, hopefully I got handed high. Orlando Brown? Well, Sun did very well in the NFL. Right, Big East, yeah. Big East was good back in the day. Oh, man. Did they find this guy at least? No. Please tell me they found this person. That decided it was a good idea to prank call 911, because obviously that's illegal. Alright, bad children, Maury. I see what it takes to get into the queue. Once that clock hits 0, $5 more gets you in at that point. Alright. And the Maury one... A bad children, Maury. Alright, here we go. Here's the one. 7? What? This can't be real. This can't be real. No one drinking whiskey at 7? Jason with a 5 Red Letter 1 Media Rogue One intro. Alright. Alright, which game do you want, Jason? Get you the call. Opponent's popcorn mugs? I did see that, yes. That was good. There's no way the whiskey one's real. Holy cow. Gets crazier? Yeah, 7-year-old drinks whiskey. Wants to be a stripper at 9. Oh. That one could be real. That one sounds like it could be semi-real. Oh my god. Guess Cubs are out. Get you on Cubs. Appreciate you, man, as always. She doesn't know. She was told to say that. She doesn't know what a 17-year-old woman body is like. She's 8. What? This can't be real. You took a knife and cut your mom's chest? No. I do what I want. That's where Cartman got his line from. This is the Cartman line. My God. There's no way this is real. There is no way. You had tons of boyfriends at 8? There's no way this is real. Yeah, popcorn buckets were good. There's no way she said boyfriends at 8. Oh, gee. They're gonna have Cotton Mom's couch. Oh, okay. Wait. This one could... Okay. How's it going, Badger? I love Ramsey on the Jags. My best team win. Let's do it. Let's do it. In London, baby. Let's go. Like, Cold Talk was good. I enjoyed that thread a lot. When Mom tried to punish you, you put a knife to her throat? What? Oh my God. Worst loss of the Saban, Alabama era. Probably the loss to an FCS school. What the... Someone said, go Boilers? Okay, that's a weird thing to say. During a Colts game. Oh my God. Small grocery shopping on Tuesday? Prep time? Alright, Australia, baby. Yeah, yo, mom. Yep. Yeah, that was a game, yeah. Were they FBS? Were they FCS by that point? Were they FBS by that point? Or 1A? Hey, this one feels legit. It's got parole officer. Alright, this one sounds legit. I would say no on that one for Akron. That's some frozen meals and stuff from my mom and dad. That's nice. Can't go wrong with that. Drinking is with over a year. It's 7. What? Jarvis' rooms on Fox. I think it's NFL Network. No, I think that one's NFL Network because that's an international game. At least in America it is. How are... Does CPS watch this? Like, you would think CPS is watching this show and be like, yeah, none of these people qualify to be parents. One time while Ramazan's Fox have his graphics, yep. I get Badger. Certain games aired on Fox and CBS. They got rid of that. I think it's more because NFL Network needs to air a certain number of games in order to maintain their... Basically, there's a certain number of games they have to air. If they don't air that number of games, they don't get money. So, like, so NFL Network can charge cable providers more the more games they air. I think also Fox CBS promised that if a game runs long, then you don't do the pregame show. And you'll lose a lot of money in terms of advertisements. And you also lose money in terms of, well, you have the staff on and then nothing, they can't do anything because they can't go on until the game is over. All right. Red Alert Media. So now the clock's at 0, so that means $5 more gets you in. We're not done yet because obviously we still got some more things to do. Rogue One intro, Red Alert Media. Wait. I don't see it. Wait. Change the score on Fox? Hopefully. Apparently, last 4 years. Wait. Regular media Rogue One intro. What am I watching? What channel is it by? I'm assuming Red Letter Media. But the first thing I see is it says Red Letter Media loves Rogue One. I see half in the bag Rogue One. I see Mr. Plinkett talks about Rogue One. I don't know which one I'm clicking on. Yeah, call 4-2 to series. Yeah, that would not happen in real life. Just to make sure I'm clicking on the right one. Because I typed in Rogue One intro and I'm not getting anything. This is what I'm getting when I type in Rogue One intro. Red Letter Media. Media? No, wait, hang on. Vandy or Florida State right now. I'm taking Vandy, especially with Diego coming back. Just trying to make sure I click the right one. Obviously, I can't show it on stream, but this is obviously fine. I don't know which one you want me to do with that. I can't believe... Please tell me none of those kids were... I hope none of those kids were real. Because otherwise CPS needs to save them. Love Rogue One? Alright, perfect. Alright, we will do that. Perfect. I love the F You It's January video. That's my favorite one by them. This one can't last. I've not seen that one. No, I haven't seen that one. No title crawl, broke new grounds. Oh, God. The voices on this are amazing. How about Simpsons Mo covers Masters Atlanta Falcons Denver Broncos? Because they didn't know what team was going to be in the Super Bowl. So they didn't have to sync the mouths. That's why. That's the whole joke too with Clinton. They didn't know if he was still going to be president because of the impeachment. But that's why they covered it. Because if a different team made it, the ATSC in the background is just amazing. Because if it was New York Jets or Minnesota Vikings, the mouths would not be synced up properly. So they cover the mouths so that you don't have to see it. Are there any? God. That's amazing. It broke new ground is like the best line of that. That was incredible. Let's get some ChatGPTs in. Appreciate you, Badger. Thank you for tuning in, man, as always. Thank you, man. All right. Let's do the email first. And then we'll get ChatGPTs in. You really should have posted Lionel Hutz. Yeah, that would have been good with Lionel. That would have been really good with him. And you see what it takes to get into the queue. You see what it takes. As we continue this ChatGPT overtime thing. Again, clocks at 0, so $5 more gets you in. Right now we got 2 more things in the queue. After this is done, it's 1-1 meanwhile in the Kings Caps game. So, UFO stream tomorrow? No, not tomorrow. Tomorrow, even if... So, here's the funny thing. Tomorrow, I wouldn't even be doing it even if I was in Arizona, because the games between Memphis and San Antonio, and both teams are mathematically eliminated. So that game's a crap game. Saturday, I will not be doing UFL. Sunday, I will be. So basically, for those who missed it, I'm going to be right at the buzzer. Right at the buzzer. Amphibia with a tour. Lines are starting trash can. All right. Right at the buzzer on that one. All right. $5 more gets you in at this point. Appreciate you, Amphibia. I'll get you on the trash can one. You wanted the Pirates game, so I got you on Pirates. Right at the buzzer, too. All right. Beautiful. We will do that. Appreciate you, Amphibia. Yeah, but tomorrow's Saturday, so we're not ending yet. We're not ending yet because we got more requests to do. But I just want to let you guys know that Friday, Saturday, I have no idea what the schedule is. Sounds on the playoffs. No one's clinched a playoff spot yet. No one's clinched a spot yet. So I don't know what the schedule is Friday, Saturday. You're on beer number 4? I told you to be through 4. I told you to be on 4. So Friday, Saturday, no clue what the schedule is going to be because I'm going to be back in New York. I'm flying back tomorrow. I'm just going back for the weekend. We're going back for the weekend. My sister's graduating, so I'm just going back for the weekend with that. So not sure Friday, Saturday. It might just be one of those turn your notifications on Twitter, turn them on YouTube, because I might just say, hey, I'm going to go live, and you might get like 30 minutes notice on that because I've got no idea. All right, so now we are in Ireland. Steelers, Dolphins. Frank has promised not to interfere with the actual gameplay again. Thank God. He didn't do it last time, which means he'll find new ways to wreak havoc. The camera pans to Frank. He sets up a makeshift look at the Irish booth on the sidelines. He ends out shamrock next to Spartans fans. I do good. All right, so far, good start. Game kicks off. Steelers offense struggles, finds Trivia. No, so the problem with NFL Trivia, the problem with that, the platform shut down. The platform for live trivia shut down. So I used QuizKit, and we had a good run, but then QuizKit went bankrupt, and it doesn't exist anymore. So I gotta find something else if I'm gonna bring it back. Hopefully I can bring it back at some point. But it's not looking likely right now. So Steelers first drive, quick 3 and out. Wow, that's a first for the Steelers. They usually win every game. They're only 2-2 this year. Wow. They like dominated last year. They're struggling. Dolphins even all over them. Meanwhile, Kylo Bear and DW are in the stands whining incessantly. I don't like this game. It's too loud. I think Frank wins the fight. Why are they hitting each other? It's so mean. I miss the Force. Oh, well, someone shut those kids up. Seriously, who keeps bringing them to the games? I'm wondering the same thing. How do they keep going to the games? Like, it's like country to country. Don't they have to be in school? On the field, the Dolphins capitalize. Tua connects with ball for a 35-yard touchdown, and the Steelers are down early. The Steelers' offense falters. They're down 10-0. Again, last year they won every game like 73. And Frank decides to take action. He approaches Mike Tomlin with a proposition. Coach, I have an idea. Let me give them a special Irish pep talk. Mike Tomlin's like, all right, you know what, screw it. As long as you don't interfere with the game, go ahead. He gives players in hands, each of them a shamrock necklace. These are magic shamrocks. They bring good luck. Wear them, and you'll play like never before. The players are amused, but they won't try anything, and they put on the necklaces. We'll see if Frank's magic can turn things around. Somehow it works. TJ Watt gets a sack, forces a fumble. Defense stepping up. The offense capitalizes on the turnover. Russ finds Pickens for a touchdown. The Shamrocks are working, but the kids are still whining. I'm hungry. I want ice cream. Just get ice cream then. This is the worst ever. Can we go home now? I swear, if these kids don't shut up, I'm going to lose it. I'm with you, George. Somebody's put a muzzle on them. Meanwhile, at halftime, Dolphins are up by 6, but Frank takes center stage as we have no idea what Frank's going to have happen, but Irish music fills the stadium. Frank is now in Riverdance attire. He leads a troupe of dancers in a spirited performance. I have to admit, Frank's got some impressive moves. Oh, an actual normal halftime show. Actually, a semi-normal halftime show. I'm impressed. We're actually somewhat normal now. We are somewhat normal. This halftime show actually could happen in a real universe. Crowd applauds. Frank does good. And now the momentum is shifting completely. All good drinks, so I appreciate you, man. As after the Shamrocks, the Steelers are playing lights out. Pick 6. As Fitzpatrick gets the pick. Actually puts him in scoring position. The Dolphins might as well start packing their bags because this is over. As the Steelers offense comes back on the field, Justin Fields enters the game. Fields scores a touchdown for throwing it to Freiermuth. 21-13 Steelers, as the Dolphins have officially been baptized in Irish football brutality. The Dolphins try to respond, but TJ Watt is living in the backfield. He sacks Tua twice on the next drive, force a punt. Steelers now lead 28-13 as Wilson scores another touchdown after the Shamrocks. And George Carlin's loving this because they don't know which quarterback to prepare for. Steelers get another pick, 31-13 your final. The Steelers win. If I had the last time be drafted at 2024, oh, I could not do that. The last 10? If I have the last 10, there's no universe I'm getting any of them. There is no universe I'm getting a single one of those guys. As the Steelers celebrate on the field, the Frazzing crew wraps up their coverage, with everyone still crying in the background. That wasn't fair. The Steelers are too mean. Why the other team lose? I like their colors better. I hate sports. The Frazzing booth turns up their mics to drown out the crying. Great game, lads. What a performance from the Steelers. Screw those kids. Go Pittsburgh. Frank's in midfield holding a championship belt that he did not earn. And Goodell is screaming into a pillow as Frank says, I do good. The Steelers are back, baby. The lucky Shamrocks, they cannot be defeated after the Shamrocks. All right. Next up in the queue, before we get to the ChatGPTs, is Lions versus Giants trash can. Again, $5 or more gets you in at this point, as the clock is officially at 0. Appreciate all you guys being here for this OT stream. We still got a few more things to go, so don't worry. Lions versus Giants trash can. Okay. That's an impressive Photoshop job. God. I've never seen this before. Jamal Agnew. It's funny with the pixelation. It looks like it looks like it's the Cowboys. But God, I love Agnew when he was in Jacksonville at the kick return. Wow. That was incredible. That was a great Photoshop job. I'm impressed. I'm impressed on that one. All right, next up. Let's get some ChatGPTs in. Carolina's in front. 2-1 with 2 minutes to go. Oh, boy. Okay, you know what? Actually, we're going to try something. Again, $50 for any one person. I'll do any song at karaoke. Let's hold off the ChatGPT for now. Because this one's 2-1 now with 2 minutes to go. Let's try calling it. Let's try it. I don't know if it's going to work. We're going to attempt to call the final 2 minutes of this one. We're going to attempt to call it. And don't do the ChatGPTs. We're going to try that. The second round has not been good for the playoffs. First round was solid. Second round, not so much. We're going to try this. We're going to attempt to call the ending of this game. At least regulation. And then we'll do the ChatGPTs. Canes win the draw. Dump it onto Sides McMichael now. McMichael gives it off to Wilson. Wilson gives it off. They got 2-on-2 now. Trying to dump it in. The goalie has been pulled. They're pulling the goalie. Pulling Thompson. Empty net here for the Caps. They clear the puck. It's going to be icing. 1:37 to go. The ice on that one. Burns dumps it in for the opposite zone. Bills Bengals 22 could have been game of the year if it happened for Hamlet. I think so too. Rob with a sixer. You wanted the Mets game, I think. Brady 4 about Kryptonite from Lex Luthor loses to destroy Superman. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, appreciate you, man. I'll get you on the call. An empty net here for the Caps. We're going to call the next 97 seconds of this, or unless the Canes get an empty net goal. Canes get an empty net. Stall in the draw here for the Canes. Stall looks like Strome. Two little Braves. Oh, Braves. Braves actually playing well as of late. Draw here, one by the Caps. It's Ovi. Ovi loses it. It's still in the back of the blue line. It goes to Carlson. Carlson dumps it off. The shot, it's wide. Left of the post. Rebound on the play by Wilson. Wilson dumps it around the ice. He's going to find Krichkin on the other side. Gives up on the blue line. Gives it to Carlson. Carlson dumps it down low. And poked away on the play by Burns. Burns can't clear it. It goes to Dubois. Caps still in possession. They got 6-on-5 empty net here. On the right side, dumping it down low. Trying to find Ovi. It's blocked. Canes can't clear for now. Now they do clear, but back at center ice. Caps get it back. Now going down the near side, it's Wilson. Wilson trying to work around the net. Looking for the backhand wraparound. Not there. Canes trying to clear it. In a pickle here, 54 seconds to go. Canes with the puck. They go around the ice, and Ovi on the near... Krichkin on the near side. Can't get it. Now it stays there with the Caps. It's Dubois. Cleared away by the Canes, and that should be icing down the other end. It's going to go wide right of the post. That was not icing. That was not icing. The clearance did not come on that side. So 33 seconds to go. Canes have to go the full length of the ice. It goes to Krichkin. He loses the puck. Canes have it. Empty netter. And the Canes are going back to the ECF. Empty net goal by Seth Jarvis. And that's your ball game. The Carolina Hurricanes will be going on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Could this be the year they get over the hump? For the second time in the last 4 years, they are in the conference finals. Their 6th appearance in franchise history. Am I better at hockey? There's no way I'm better at hockey than basketball. There's no way. I was just. But that was my attempt. That was my attempt on that one. That was my attempt. I will stop calling it here because it's 3-1. This one's over. So, that was my attempt. Yeah, it's going to be... Looks like all South unless the Leafs have something to say about it. That's your ball game. Carolina Hurricanes moving on once again. One step closer to their first Stanley Cup since 2006. All right. I had Carolina Winnipeg. I always said with Carolina, I always said they got to be due at some point. I always said. Be ready to Stanley Cup we get there? Maybe. I've done spurts. I haven't done a full game yet. I got to buy NHL. I got to buy the game. We'll play it on stream at some point too. We'll do that. Not terrible. Something where we started? Not terrible. Make a ChatGPT story. You put in what you want, and then it gives it to you. You give like character descriptions. You be very specific about what you want. Professor Reverie, Dodgers D-backs is fun. A Dodgers D-backs game, if you've never been, it's a very unique atmosphere because it's completely sold out. But in Arizona, the two biggest teams, the Dodgers are the biggest team in Arizona, but the D-backs have a giant fan base as well in Arizona. So what you get is you get a full stadium, 50% Dodger fans, 50% D-back fans, non-stop noise for the entire game. Like, there's never a dead moment. It's one of those things where you look away and you hear cheers, and you don't know who the cheers are for. All right. So we're going to get these ChatGPTs in. I get $5 more against the queue at this point. I got to put these ChatGPTs in. Time to my predictions? Nice. And you got Dallas and Florida. Oh, you're in a great spot. You're in a great spot then. If you're in any bracket, congratulations. Congratulations if you're in any bracket group. So you are one step ahead of the curve. I don't even know what that means. Nice go fire the coach. I would be surprised. Executive wants Jet Steelers on primetime at Rodgers ruined it. Well, can Rodgers really impact the schedule if he's not even playing? Like you can't rely on a guy that's not on a roster right now. You can't do it off that. That leads to the downfall? No, I don't think it led to the downfall. Oh, he finished with a contract spent second 1 year with another team. I think he's going to be a cap for life. I think he's a cap for life. Unless he goes to the KHL, but if he's in America, I think he's going to be a cap for life. Get this one in. Tie game in OKC Denver. Kicks it down the corner. 3. Thunder up by 3 at the half. Thunder up by 3 at the half. Yeah, they'll keep him. It's more of, yeah. I don't see him leaving. I don't see him leaving unless he goes back to Russia. Just for the money on a rebuilding team. Yeah, Bonds wasn't the same play. I mean, Ovi's still like incredible. It's a little bit different. Like Ovi's still incredible. It's not an issue of will the Caps give him. It's more of an issue of will Ovi want to stay. I mean, that's the issue there. All right. Semester less friend mental health can be good. Oh, that's his heart stayed home not too much. Yeah, that I will say that part sucked about college. The summer where it's like, oh, like I'm back in New York and there's like I'm not with any of my friends. I'm like, this I don't know what to do. Like, besides just like work. Like that part kind of sucked. I completely get that. It's like funny in high school and in middle school and elementary school you look forward to summer. In college you don't. Let's see. Stayed over the summer in my new city. My friends all hate it back home. Yeah. Yeah, no, I went back home all 4 summers, and it was nice to be family, but it's so different. It's just so different. You're on your own for college, and then you're back with your parents for summer, and you're not with your closest friends. It's tough. Yeah, painting on big break shift. Oh yeah, absolutely. That was allowed. That was a... Holy crap, that was allowed? Okay, you're gonna see what... I did not tell it to put this in. Okay? You're gonna see what they just allowed. We're gonna do... No, I banned Rob. I banned him. It's like the only person. Go to serious effect on that one. You're gonna see what they put in. I not tell you things I like about the schedule. I like the fact that at the very least we don't see the Steelers Bears debacle from last year, where you have they don't play division games week 11 until week 11. I like the fact that it doesn't seem like there's too many discrepancies in terms of bye weeks and playing teams off a bye. I think the Raiders got hosed, but they're the only team. Could have been a bit more even, but it's not anything crazy in terms of rest days. I like the fact that the Sunday night schedule looks really good on paper. Sunday night, there's no real complaints about it. I like the better distribution of 1 o'clock and 4:25s. Looks like there's more Fox games on, or AFC games on Fox, which will lead to, I think, better national 425s. Remember, the 425 slate last year sucked, and they were very NFC heavy. And this year, they're not afraid to spread out, which I'm okay with. Yeah, I think this schedule is way better than last year's, but there's still some issues. How's it going, NT? Welcome to the chat. All right, we're going to start with the Taylor Swift one first, just so I couldn't believe they allowed this. Okay, remember, this is what I put in. I did not tell it to do anything else. Okay? Actually, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to put this in. I'm going to say, put profanity in it. Wait, you can do... Wait, what? Okay, apparently you can now do... Wait, okay. Maybe that's why. Now you can do it. Oh, oh, crap. Okay, never mind, mate. Okay, they changed a lot since not letting the Falcons in the playoffs. They changed a lot since then. I did not think they were going to do that. Because there is profanity in this one, and I didn't tell them to do it. All right. Conference's best game is AFC or AFC? Oh, AFC. Since they have the lowest draft models, it definitely helps. Definitely helps. Thursday night, yeah, it's not great on Thursday night. Was this back-to-back years of Jags or not Thursday night? It's back-to-back years for that. I also like Giants and Jets are not bombarding our screens this year just because they're in New York. All right, so here we go. The Empire of Baseball. Stephanie is the commissioner and tweets her way into the commissionership by tweeting out, Taylor Swift would never allow a pitch clock. Should they really consider the 5% chance Mariners host the ALDS? Can't the Seahawks complain about 3 straight weeks just for the Mariners? Well, what I think you should do, if anything like that, it should always be you play a divisional game. You play a divisional opponent. So you play a divisional opponent for the first time. If it's a situation like that, where it could interfere. And the reason you do that is because if there's a possibility it interferes, you can then flip-flop the dates. You can flip-flop it a month before and be like, okay, there's a chance this happens, so what we're going to do is we're going to flip-flop these dates. So instead of this being a week 5 game, we're going to make it week 11, and we'll go to you for that week, and you go there for that week. That's what it should be. And that's what it was back in the 80s. They did back in the 80s. Remember Eagles-Cowboys? There are plenty of times where that game had to get moved because the Phillies used the vet. There are other instances where games in the 80s and 70s got moved around all the time for that. And they had contingencies. They were like, okay, there's a chance this baseball team might need the stadium, so what we're going to do is we're going to have them play divisional games that week. So that's, or at the very least, have them play a West Coast team. At the very least, have the Seahawks play a West Coast team. How's it going, JX? Thoughts on the Colts schedule release disaster? I had no problem with it. I think people are just getting offended for no reason. Tyreek Hill liked it. I thought it was a clever gag, especially because it's week 1, and Tyreek got arrested week 1. So I had no problem with the gag. I don't know why people are getting offended on his behalf. Like, why are we going to bat for Tyreek Hill of all people? Like, that video should have stayed up. I have no problem with that vid. I enjoyed it a lot. All right, so, right, Bucks Dolphins have 17 Hurricanes. Yep, they did. So, first sack as commissioner, expand the league to 32 teams. What takes longer, baseball to football, or converting arena basketball, hockey? Oh, by far, baseball to football. By far on that one. You gotta put the goalposts up. Gotta paint the yard lines and everything. Basketball to hockey doesn't take that long. It can be done in 90 minutes. It's pretty easy, actually. You see plenty of times where you have a team playing at 1 o'clock for hockey and then 7 o'clock basketball. So, or vice versa. Right, or offend Microsoft, yep. Right, I'm with you there, Vaughn. I'm with you there. Twice in 3 weeks is insane. Right, even Tyreek liked it. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. You're making a joke about Tyreek. Tyreek likes it. Keep it up. Yeah, literally RFK. Yeah, at least one was week 14. Yep. I'm with you there. I think it really should be first half of the season you play 3 division games. Second half you play 3. You play every team once. Every team you play by week 9, so you know what you need before the deadline if you're going to compete within the division. And then you play 3 after the deadline. That's what it should be. Yeah, baseball to football, there's a reason you don't see teams playing, or back in the day, you didn't see teams playing football games and baseball games on the same day. There's a reason why. Under, like, a very rare circumstance. In basketball, hockey, it happens. There was something with the Clippers, the Kings, the Lakers were all in the playoffs at the same time, and they had to play, like, 5 games over the course of 3 days. And they were able to pull it off. That conversion is easy. My first SAG as commissioner to expand to 32 teams. A new franchise rises from the ashes of mediocrity in Nashville, home to the honky-tonk heroes and banned substances. The second, the Hawaii Volcanoes, because Stephanie just felt like it. Traditionalist sweep. ESPN crashes. Bud Selig's ghost, he's still very much alive. Right, yeah, Bears and the Steelers last year. Yeah, nice donation amount from Cincy. Yeah, very nice. You know, the replacement video. What was the replacement video? I didn't see the replacement vid. Did they have a replacement video? I didn't see the replacement one. But the microphone was great. But if it was a Microsoft issue, if this was like they offended, like, not offended, but if this was like Microsoft didn't give permission, that's a different thing. Obviously, you need permission from Microsoft to use their product with stuff like that and to use their likeness. If that's the issue, then I completely get removing that. Stephanie banishes Bud Selig. So Bud Selig is now dead. Meanwhile, Jar Jar Binks hears the whispers of the Force. Misa feeling the disturbance in the fandom. Jar Jar, destined for relevance and redemption, flies to MLB headquarters to confront the chaos. But Stephanie is wearing a glittery Reputation-era catsuit and flanked by cardboard cutouts of Brandon Crawford and 12 Taylor Swifts, isn't shaken. Jar Jar pleads after the expansion. Stephanie, this is not the way! Baseball can survive the madness! She responds coolly with a smile and foam finger. Baseball didn't survive. It evolved. Jar Jar is seduced by her power and becomes VP of Intergalactic Promotions and Mascot Affairs. As her rule solidifies, Stephanie introduces new rules. 7-inning marathons, mandatory walk-up songs by Taylor Swift, the pitchers must wear eyeliner, home runs worth 10 points if it's hit during Mercury retrograde. Despite protests from the rebel factions, led by purist Jedi like Derek Jeter and Mike Trout, Stephanie's baseball empire thrives with teams in Nashville and Hawaii. The camera pans out, Swiftball Stadium on the lava fields, arms raised and drop, Giants cap on crooked, and yelling that. And I cannot believe they actually have that as a line. I did not tell to do that. And somewhere, Yoda shrugs as the galaxy watches baseball again. Go in depth on what one of these games in Hawaii is like. Okay, let's talk about one of the Hawaii games. The Volcanoes versus the Lions. It seats 32,000 because 3 plus 2 equals 5. That's not her lucky number. Wait, Taylor's lucky number is not 5. That's not her lucky number. The fans line up at 4:44 because that's the time Stephanie says the Cosmic line with spontaneous stingers. Every attendee receives a temporary tattoo of Taylor Swift's lyrics, a glitter poncho, eco-friendly, and 1 edible flower lei infused with CBD to encourage emotional openness. Does anyone have a chance? No chance. No. No. The USA... Hang on. Yeah, remember who couldn't make the playoffs? Yeah, the Falcons couldn't make the playoffs. But the national anthem is replaced with the Archer, sung by a ukulele quartet on paddleboards flowing in a lava moat. Stephanie appears as a Giants fan throwing the first pitch. I don't know why she's wearing a Giants cap and she's throwing the first pitch for a Hawaii game. That doesn't make a lot of sense. But grown men cry. They're so moved by this. The Volcanoes leadoff hitter bats barefoot. A fire dancer runs the bases after every RBI. You know, I actually want to see that. After every home run, a fire dancer follows you around. That'd be kind of cool. A Swiftie score multiplier is in effect. If the walk-up song is from Midnight's and a home run, their team gets 4 extra runs. All right, I'm forcing everyone to do a walk-up song like that. When a cancer-faced scenario is the crowd boos. Jesus. The most 7th-inning stretch is replaced by a 45-minute Taylor Swift impersonator show. Jar Jar Binks is playing the saxophone with this as well. Half the crowd sobs as all too well happens during the stretch. Therapy dogs roam the aisles, and emotional support otters are available as well. Right, other countries still won't have a chance. I don't know about that. I don't know. It depends if college is allowed. Because they do lose flag football. The USA does lose flag football to other countries. They do lose, with like Canada and whatnot. The mascot releasing schedule using toys and a petrol motion machine. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I like the old one, though. I do like the old one. Well, innings 7 through 9 are determined by a fan vote. Okay, it's Banana Ball. Want base to be square dance platforms. Pitchers to rap their pitches. This is Banana Ball. Stephanie just created Banana Ball. Pitchers rapping and dancing on the bases. It's literally just Banana Ball. Giants take the lead, but then Mercury retrograde power play is activated. The Volcanoes somehow score 13 in the bottom of the 9th. I don't know how that's possible. I honestly have no idea how that's possible. Seeing as literally you score 6, that's over. The most you could score, I mean, it could be 13-9. It can't be 17-9. But you can use aluminum bats in the bottom of the 9th, apparently, for some reason. All right. Meanwhile, Little Princess, DW, and Peppa Pig go to the first ever Golden State WNBA game. Somewhere due if the officially lose multiple runs? Yes, it definitely would be. All right, so we're at the Chase Center for Golden State's first game. But in the VIP Kids section, I don't know why Chase Center is a VIP Kids section, but we got Little Princess, DW, and Peppa Pig at this game, and everything's about to go haywire. The moment the announcer, boom, let's hear for Golden State, Little Princess immediately stood on her seat. Where's my team? I want a team called the Royal Sparkle Butterflies. I want them now. I don't know where they would play, but probably in her castle. Yeah, 8-run grand slam. Yes, that's definitely possible. A nearby usher offers her a foam finger and hurls it like a javelin. You know, that's impressive because foam fingers, you can't throw them that far because of how they're built. You hurl them like a javelin, you know, you kind of, I take her on the Olympic team. Why not? DW is at the concession stand. Where's the cotton candy? This place is trash, but doesn't pink cotton candy. Arthur said WME games were fun. Arthur is a liar. You know, I'm with DW there in terms of, really, they don't have cotton candy at an arena? You would think they would. Yeah, they only got silver. Yeah. USA needs to win the gold in flag football. I'll put it this way. If you introduce a sport in the Olympics, you have to win in it. Introducing a sport just for that Olympics is called, okay, we're going for another gold. DW now marches toward the court mid-game, trying to find a stack to meet her standards. You know, I don't think her standards are impossible. She just wants cotton candy. Tons of places have cotton candy. I don't think that's impossible. But Peppa now is on center court. Someone gets by security and says, "Excuse me, Miss Basketball Lady, can I borrow your ball? I want to try dunking." Security tries to intercept, but Peppa squealed and ran in circles, so they were too dizzy to follow. She blows a raspberry at the Jumbotron camera, and the entire arena bursts into laughter, except for Little Princess, who screeched, "No, I'm supposed to be on the big screen. This is my game." She flopped to the floor in protest. So now Peppa's on the floor, EW's on the floor, Little Princess is also on the floor. Meanwhile, DW somehow finds a hot dog at midcourt, but she returns to the hot dog and ice cream and a balloon that look weird. I don't know. You're not. Who's buys a balloon? Wait, this Chase Center has balloons, but not cotton candy. That's odd. Yeah, can't be competitive. Yeah, you have Jags within State Farm Stadium. Previous two matchups, they scored 24 points each. No, this is only the first time. This is the second time we're meeting. No, I don't know. No, it's only the second time. First time was 2017. We have only played them once at State Farm Stadium. We played them in 05. 09 was in Jacksonville. 13 was Jacksonville. 21 was Jacksonville. So this is only the second time that we did it. 05 was at Sun Devil Stadium. How's the team Leftwich got hurt? But 05, that's the game you're thinking of. That was Sun Devil. DW, or 09, if that's what you're thinking of. That was in Jacksonville. Nate Hughes dropped the ball. I was at that game. Nate Hughes dropped in the end zone. You think you're special because you have a theme park? I had an episode where I almost got sent to the moon. I did go to space. Beat that. Now they both are fighting each other. Oh, to the same. Oh, okay. That makes sense then. Yeah, like, I'm not used to seeing the Jaguars at State Farm because I honestly couldn't tell you what it looks like in terms of Jaguars playing there. It's gonna be so weird. But I will be there. DW launches the balloon to a referee. Somehow, again, I don't know why there's some balloons in the arena. But chaos erupts as the referee is now injured. The game pauses. The head coach of Golden State calls timeout because all three of them are now on the court screaming and fighting over a glitter-covered basketball that wasn't even in play. Again, you can buy glitter-covered basketballs and balloons at Chase Center. You can't buy cotton candy. One player tries to intervene, but was met with just hostility. I want to be on the team and I don't want to share. You're not even tall enough. I have better balance than you both. I do ballet. Security tries to wrestle the trio, but they all get hit in the face. They trip. It's like a senile Paul Mall cop. It's a nightmare. Finally, they do get ejected. Golden State wins the game 92-89. The three get ejected. The arena doesn't know how to handle this anymore. And the reporter tweeted that this game was historic. Absolutely. Rotation reset, yes. So back in 2000, so really, yeah, it reset. So the idea was that in 2009, the NFL realized there's a problem. Because they realized that the rotation had Jacksonville playing Arizona and St. Louis at home and Seattle and San Fran on the road. So it's like, wait, they have to make 2 trips to the West Coast and then some years they have to make none? That seems unfair for the rest of the division. Because if you have 2 West Coast trips, that is a better advantage than having no West Coast trips. So every one in the division has to play 1 game in either St. Louis or Arizona. Obviously, this is before the Rams moved. And 1 game in either Seattle or San Fran. So it reset. And that's why it was like that. Because they realized AFCs have the same thing too in 08. That was a thing with the Jets. It was like you had such an advantage if you had Seattle and San Fran at home, and you were at such a disadvantage if you had Seattle and San Fran on the road for travel purposes. But that's why. Because it's like, okay, you're going Central and Mountain versus 2 in Pacific. It's 2 teams in the division are facing way more miles than you. That just doesn't seem fair. So that's why they changed it. All right, now we got the Brat Pack against Superman. Let's try this. We're just gonna go nuts on this one. Yes, having 04, yep. It was every year from 02 to 09. They realized, yeah, this is probably not the best idea. All right, Lex Luthor is now staring into a quantum monitor. Behind him, a machine hums with unstable power. He found it. A frequency of kryptonite radiation so potent, it can liquefy Superman's bones just by being near it. But he's got a problem. He needs carriers. Beings too irrational, too emotionally volatile to control, too loud to ignore, too dumb to manipulate, unless they think they're in charge. You get $50 or more, click that link above. I'll do any song you want at Live Make Harry Call. I will record it and sing it tonight. Enter Little Princess DW Caillou Low Brown Bear. He summons them through a portal by giving them candy and unlimited screen time. The 4-board Lex Baby Blaster 9000, an orbital weapon disguised as a daycare. They're each armed with kryptonite-infused plush toys, each emitting different frequencies of agony for Superman. So it's like the Infinity Stones, but somehow worse. Caillou is soaked in pure wine radiation. DW, toxic sass. Little princess carved into the shape of her own head. Little Bear complains the whole time. I don't want to melt Superman today. This is boring. Okay, I don't see how that's boring, but we're now in the metropolis at 3 o'clock. Superman hears the sound of Caillou's wailing. His ears bleed. The atmosphere trembles. Caillou has destroyed the world by his crying. They land. The ground cracks beneath them. No civilians are even trying to flee because they're paralyzed by hearing the noise. Superman descends. Please, kids, we don't have to. Shut up! She throws her kryptonite Barbie car at him and detonates like a nuclear scream. Kneel before me, you spandex farm boy! She launches her glitter cannon, and it burns through the moon. Yes, now all of Earth is destroyed. I'm not playing fair. I never play fair. He opens a portal of infinite crying. Superman drops to one knee, unable to breathe, and Little Brown Bear wants more destruction. He pushes a button that launches 40 metric tons of kryptonite-stuffed building blocks from orbit. Somehow, I mean, they just destroy the whole world, but I guess they're okay? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know if they're okay. But again, they're in a different portal. But Superman collapses. Why are they like this? Lex Luthor watches from space with tears of joy. They did it. They really did it. The Brat Pack rules now. There is no Earth anymore. Earth is destroyed. All that's left is Lex Luthor and the Brat Pack. As every surface is padded, everything smells like apple juice. Bedtime is no more. And Caillou is on your TV screen 24/7. Oh boy. All right, last call. Last call. Otherwise, we're going to end the stream here. You can appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. Again, I don't know what the streaming schedule is for tomorrow or Saturday. It's one of those keep your eyes and ears open. I might go live late tonight, tomorrow night. Just keep that in mind. I don't know what the plan is. I honestly could not tell you what the plan is. Hopefully a new video drops tomorrow. I have no idea if it will. But fingers crossed. Going to go back to the 70s for this one. Something Lions related. Something bizarre that I found. And hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I appreciate all you guys tuning in for this stream. It's been a fun stream. Fun overtime period. Appreciate all your donations. Appreciate all that. Last call for that. Otherwise, we're going to sign off here. And again, I'm guaranteed to go on for Sunday. We'll be live for sure for the UFL games. So just keep that in mind. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, the next two streams, or next 3 days, we'll be back in New York. Just visiting because my sister's graduating. I'll be back in Phoenix on Monday, but we are going to be streaming in New York. Guaranteed on Sunday minimum. Don't know where, don't know what room, don't know who's going to be on, but we will see. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks so much for the kind words. Hopefully it's a safe drive. I have 2 flights. I'm going southwest. I have to connect in Baltimore. So I'm going to be in Baltimore for a little bit. Appreciate you guys tuning in. JG9 signing off, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. New video dropping as well tomorrow sometime, if all goes according to plan. Take care, guys.